Okay, is this thing working, finally? Guys, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Oh, okay, so a little bit of site business. I need to, figure out how to get the stream onto screen because I think we lost some Twitch engagement last night because we had our Periscope friends here, and, I think that the Twitch friends, like, had their feelings hurt because they couldn't see the Periscope comments. So, I'm gonna try to get the, I'm gonna get this all, like, integrated somehow. Let's see if I can figure out how to get this to work. Hang on a sec. Click the gear icon in the top right. Where is the gear icon? I don't see it. I don't see any gear icon. My hair looks terrible. Oh my god. Where is the fucking gear icon? Hang on. You guys feel free to ask me questions, like, while I'm trying to figure this thing out. Hang on. I've got so many windows open right now, it's, like, insane. And we've got another issue with the stream, which is, I thought that I was using the, like, Twitch FM, like, you know, royalty-free music library. Turns out the royalty-free music library gave me no less than 19 copyright strikes on good old YouTube yesterday. So thanks for that, Twitch FM royalty-free music library. Appreciate that a lot. Okay. So this quest to, like, find, like, truly royalty-free music that doesn't strike you with, like, 19 copyright claims per stream, like, I think this is gonna be something that, like, we're gonna need to, like, work on. Because, clearly we haven't found the holy grail of royalty-free music that doesn't make us go, like, literally insane. Sorry, I'm trying to, like... Okay, it says the chat relay is connected. I don't see any gear icons. Hold on, let me ask the guys at the help desk. Hi there. I hit big on GBR last week. I bought it 1.78, sold it $9. Whoa. That's crazy. How have I not even heard about that coin? Tell me more. And how did you hear about it? And why have I not even heard about that? Tell me more about that trade. Where did you hear about it? That's a crazy trade, dude. Congratulations. GBR, what is that? And where did you trade it on? Sorry, I'm trying to, like, put my chat up on screen so everybody can see it. Let me just ask these guys how to do this. Okay. Hey, DV, good to see you here. It isn't a coin, lol. I'm in a Discord and a bunch of traders share info. Okay, what Discord? And, what do you mean it's not a coin? It's, what is it then? So, sorry guys, I'm trying to, like, put the chat onto the stream so everybody can see it. Okay, so somebody's helping me do this. Using web chat. So where can I look at the chart, Dan? Is it Dan or Den? I can't read this very well. How are you doing, DV? It's good to see you. Oh, it's an energy company. So an energy company went from 1.78 to $12 in a week? That's an insane trade. I didn't know that legacy markets traded like swung that big in a week's time. Congratulations. You're watching it, so DV is watching a documentary about Einstein, huh? It's like 6 in the morning there. Wait, oh yeah, you live in Spain, right? Why are you up all night, dude? That's so bad for you. It really messes you up. I mean, I'm not trying to, like, tell you what to do. Someone obviously pumped it. So, is your Discord that you're in, like, a pump and dump Discord, dude? Because if so, like, I mean, I'm thrilled that you made such a huge gain, but, like, those, like, pump and dumps are, like, oh, but still a good trade for me, so I was happy. Yeah, but, like, it's really hard to, like, I mean, you know, you do you, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but, like, you can get wrecked pretty bad in pump and dumps. Okay, so this person is saying, okay, the steps you see are for the desktop chat. If you're wanting to put the chat on top of your stream, you'll need to grab the URL from this and use that as your browser source. Okay, I'll try it. Hang on. Okay, life of a trader. Imagine living in EU when action is North America, Asia side. Yeah, I get it. I mean, like, do you stay up all night every night, DV? Because if so, like, oof, that is rough. Okay, I'm gonna try to put this on this chat on screen, and I need you guys to tell me if this is, like, annoying for you, or I kind of need you guys to, like, talk me through this and just tell me, like, if you hate this. If you hate this new thing. Where should it go? Let's see. Okay, can you see it now? Maybe it should be smaller. See, I don't feel like it should go there because that's where you're gonna want to see the price. Can you see that? Okay. No, they're not. They just post leads on stocks that they think may hit big. You can find a bunch on Reddit and StockTwits. Dude, you think I'm gonna take trading signals off of Reddit or StockTwits? Are you crazy? Like, come on. Okay, do you see your comments on the screen now? Wait, I'll make it the same size as my... Whoa. Does that make sense right there? How does that look? How about like that? Can you even read that? Or is this just getting crazy now? Okay, DV, will you type something in so we can like see it scroll on the screen? Sorry, I'm using you as my like assistant. You're like my stream assistant. I know you're busy watching your like your Einstein documentary. Okay, does that look crazy on your screen, or like does that work? Like to have the the chat overlay like that in the top left corner. It looks a bit blurry. Text so small that I can't read it. Oh, hey, Tezero. Did I say that right? Okay, let me make the text bigger. Hang on. Let's see. Okay. I changed it a little bit. Wait, let's see if we have any other comments. How long have I been trading? I've been trading for 13 months now. But only cryptos. I've never traded legacy markets. So, like when you tell me about like your, you know, energy company, that's something I can't really comment on, and I know nothing about, honestly. DV, have you ever traded legacy? By the way, we're on a quest now to find good royalty-free music because Twitch FM's supposedly royalty-free, No, is that better? Music library yesterday gave me 19 copyright strikes on my video yesterday. So that was a little disappointing. What platform do I analyze crypto? This is TradingView right here that I chart on, and I trade on BitMEX. I trade on Binance. I basically trade on all of the major exchanges, but BitMEX is probably the biggest one that I trade on. Oh, hey, the Nelson. Nice to meet you too. I'm actually doing great. I'm just trying to get this set up so that you guys can see the comments on the screen. So now, do they appear bigger? Do the comments appear bigger now, or should I make this little window bigger? I'm just afraid of making it so that you can't like see the chart at all. Sorry, I'm doing like my live like tech support like on stream, but like I tried to do it before I started streaming, and it wouldn't let me do it unless I was like live. Here, is that better? See, I'm just afraid of like making it so you can't see the chart at all. Actually, let me ask this person who's helping me. Let me ask what they think. Okay. Sorry I'm making this so goddamn complex, guys. You know, like, I'm always trying to, improve the stream. As you guys know. Where am I located? I've been trading 3 years. I'm looking to network. I live in Venice Beach, California. How about you? Wait, how did 2 different people just ask the exact same question? That's odd. How do you like my, like, royalty-free EDM tonight, guys? Pretty sharp, huh? The people who live in my back house are like parking their bike like right in my front garden, and it's annoying the shit out of me. Like, I know that seems like a small thing, but it's like, oh, I've got this beautiful view, and then suddenly it's just like shitty bike that's just like parked just like right in front of my view, and I'm just kind of like, fuck off. Hey, that's weird. How did that happen? That we both live in Los Angeles, or that they parked their shitty bike like right in my view? Because they're jerks. That's how that happened. No, unfortunately, you can enable hide message after from, but not all broadcasters support this. Okay. All right, let's look at the chart, guys. Let's stop like messing with my settings and let's just do some charting now. Let's see. Well, I think that person might have been just copying you. I think that person's just a troll, honestly. I think that person's a jerk. Okay, so let's look at Bitcoin first. Where do you guys see this going? I think that we're going... Well, first, I really haven't looked at the chart much all day today because I'm trying to finish the current movie that I'm on. I'm a professional screenwriter, and then I also trade and invest in crypto as sort of a side hustle, if you will. Although it's a pretty intensive side hustle. I mean, I do it pretty seriously. But right now I'm trying to finish a script. I'm like trying really hard to finish a script, so I'm like not looking at the chart as much as I normally do. A lot of people in my community think we're going lower here. I actually, this daily seems like wants to go lower here, but I suspect it might be something of like a fake out before we go higher. No, I don't like Elliott wave pattern, and I'll tell you why. I think Elliott wave is basically like the kind of thing where you can just, you can see like, I mean, I've never been trained in Elliott wave, and I've never really studied it at all, so, feel free to like, tell me why you think I'm wrong. But I feel like Elliott wave is just like, you could just randomly draw it anywhere and be like, oh, here's the first wave, and here's the second wave, here's the third wave. It's basically like drawing like, that like on the child's menu on a Denny's placemat, and being like, I'm going to point A, then point B, then point C, point D, and like, it's just completely arbitrary. It's like, it lets you see what you want to see in the chart, which is, which is what you're trying to avoid. You're trying to avoid like seeing what you want to see in the chart, and you're trying to like take a more systemized approach. Well, if you keep watching, what is your name, Barry? There's something about the way this text is set up that I can't see it very well, which, I'll try to work on it. I'll try to like change this so it's a little more sharp. I use a number of different things. Actually, let's look at the Ishimoku. I really like Bollinger's. I like this setup right here that we're looking at, which is the Bollinger, Stoke, MACD, VPVR. I love VPVR. It's probably one of my favorites. Yeah, TV. Are you a big fan of the Elliott waves? Let's look at the Ishimoku right now, because I know Ishimoku is very out of fashion right now, but like I actually find it to be very reliable. Let's look at the 3 there. This VPVR thing is driving me nuts. It won't fix itself, and I kind of don't know why. And I'm like, I know you guys are sick of hearing me talk about it, but I don't know what the problem is, honestly. I'm really kind of like banging my head against a brick wall about it. Hang on, I'm gonna turn on the porch light for a second. Let's figure out where this thing is going. Yeah, I think we might go down in the short term, but I think that I think we're going to like around like 68 by the weekly close. Like, you see this like it wants to go to like here. You see this on the VPVR here and like this order block here. It wants to go here. But I do see how everybody's saying down first. But, you know, maybe we won't even get down first. Like, you know, there is something about how, like, everyone is saying we're going down here that, like, a lot of times it likes to, like, do the opposite of what everyone is saying, too. You know, one of the best traders I know, Arby, trades purely against sentiment. Or not purely, but, like, you know, mostly against sentiment. He scalps huge positions, like, almost entirely against sentiment. And, like, right now the sentiment is all saying, like, we're going down. So, you know, maybe the smart money would be to go up right here. But it does kind of want to go up here to the 68 level. What do you think, DV? And do you see this here? Do you see how the, you know, here on the super guppy, it's sort of like, you know, it's getting compressed and it's changing to gray, which means like it's turning possibly, which means possible trend change. Let's look at the 12-hour. Lowering volume here, which, you know, signifies a possible major move in sight. This here feels like it wants to go to here. Yeah, I mean, these indicators, the unbalanced volume and the Willy, you know, these are kind of saying down, sure. This is not going to be a long stream tonight, guys, because, for one thing, it's just been so hot all day, and I'm sort of, like, just wiped out from the heat. And second of all, I'm trying to go to bed early every night, because I'm in, like, full, like, intense writing mode right now. But I just wanted to sort of, like, check in and, like, maybe that's why my hair is such a mess. DB, how do you watch my stream and like an Einstein documentary and I presume trade all at the same time? Like, doesn't that just drive you crazy? See, that's how I want my VPVR to look, and I don't understand how I can't get that to just stay that way all the time. What is the fucking problem? See, Williams Alligator says it wants to kind of like peel up. The alligator's compressing on the daily. Yeah, I actually think we go up from here, honestly. I'm calling 68. It might not go straight to 68, but you heard it here first. Oh, I'm not trading at the moment, huh? Taking a break. I can hear both things. See, you can literally hear like Einstein and Julie, and Einstein on the left ear, Julia on the right ear. I feel like that's actually pretty perfect, DV. That's actually how you should listen to most like genius documentaries. Like Julie, genius, something feels perfect about that. Wouldn't you agree? All I did was type in royalty free on Spotify and I found this work of art. Do you see how the Williams Alligator is curling up here? And, you know, I'm not saying it's going to stay curled up, but, like, you know, the last time it curled up, like, it sort of brought us this little thing. It curled up and it brought us this. So I think we're getting a little bounce here. Yeah, I just want you to, like, blend, like, you know, Einstein documentary Julie stream, Einstein documentary Julie stream, Einstein documentary Julie, Einstein Julie, you know, and just I want you to like merge the two ideas in your mind at 6 a.m. after you've been like trading crypto all night and listening to like royalty free EDM on Spotify. It's all like this heady mix. It's like, you know, intense and like, you know, you're just mooning your account like all night, and I'm sure you're like eating tapas and you're like watching the bulls run in the streets where you live. And, you know, here I am too cheap to like actually pay for the pro like Spotify subscription, so I have to like mute it when the ads come on, and it's like this heady mix. You know, you've got these like Spanish girls with like flowers behind their ears, and that's just like how I imagine your life is, DV, back you know, over in Spain at 6 a.m. mooning your account all night. Is that kind of like how it is? Like thinking of watching me and Einstein all at the same time. That's pretty good, like rough approximation of what it's like. I think I look a lot worse when the little video capture box is in this side of the screen than I do when it's down here. the reason why I had to move it from down here is because down here is where the Periscope comments are, and you know, everything is in flux right now. At least be glad that I don't like, you know, I'm not like stuck in a rut, and like I'm not one of those like people who can't change ever. Like I'm changing things up. I'm trying to like experiment. I'm trying to try new things. Very open-minded person. Open to new things, guys. Um, so anybody who's watching this, feel free to like, you know, post comments that, you know, post coins that you want me to chart or whatever. I didn't even bother to like think of any good ones for us to talk about in the title of the stream because like I said, I've been hot all day and I was almost not going to stream because I was like, oh my god, I'm so hot. But then I was like, you know what, it's actually good to like check in every day and sort of keep a schedule to do this. Okay, so my call is we're going to 68 and then we'll see after we hit 68. Let's look at ETH. Hey, BitBless. Oh, you want to look at REN? DV says, most of the day spent watching screens. It's also very hot in Spain, like it hurts. Yeah, we're having a heat wave here in California too, so like that's why I look like such a wreck. BitBless, do you have any inside information as to what happened to REN? Let's pull it up right now, and then we'll talk about ETH. REN is not on TradingView yet, right? Because didn't REN just like dump hard recently? And from what I heard, it was like a fund like unloading their position onto an exchange. But did you hear anything? Like, did you get any insider info on that? Hey, Tubworks, yeah. No BitConnect in this house. Like, do you know anything about what happened on that REN dump that I don't know? Oh, it bounced back like 20-ish. Because REN is actually something I'm interested in picking up, but like I'm a little bit scared of that dump. Like I don't know if there was some kind of like insight or some stuff that like whales know about that, you know, like if a fund like all of a sudden dumped their position, like I just wonder if there was something like some insider info that like I would want to know about before I picked up the position that they dumped. You know what I mean? But otherwise, like, you know, I've posted about REN in my Discord, and I've talked about it here on stream that like you helped me pitch it before because you know more about it than I do. It's actually a really solid coin project, but that dump honestly scared me. It was just sort of like, whoa, what the fuck happened? I mean, it's understandable. Like if a fund just suddenly like, you know, wants out, like maybe they've made their like 3x or something, they just sort of like, you know, they're overexposed, but like yeah, I mean it's usually good policy to like, you know, buy, you know, sell when those, you know, what does Buffett say, like sell when people are greedy and buy when people are fearful. BitBless is somebody I highly trust, and he says, yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it fundamentally. If you guys don't know what Republic Protocol is, which is REN, the thing that we're looking at right now, it's essentially, it allows for dark pools in crypto, which means that it allows for like institutional money to place large orders, which allows them to, it's almost like iceberg orders. You guys know what that is? It allows them to, you know, place very large orders without showing their position size or moving the price around. So like an iceberg order is essentially like a hidden order that like sits on the books without moving the price, because like if it was like, you know, visible, if it was like a visible large order, it would be like a buy wall, and that would like scare like other market participants, and it would like, you know, wildly swing the price around. So, you know, large market participants, you know, people trading like tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars, like prefer to place like iceberg orders, or you know, work with this like, you know, dark money, like very large pools of money, so that they could kind of like buy large portions of assets without wildly swinging the price around. And so this Republic protocol allows them to do that. And so BitBless and I both think that this is a very good, you know, this is one of the few shitcoins that actually has a use case. So he says, BitBless says, decentralized dark pool exchange protocol built for trading large volumes of crypto. Exactly. That's a much more succinct way than me just like blabbering on for 10 minutes. So here was the dump, it looks like, that we're talking about. It basically started here, kind of like had a little bounce here, and it kept going here. This is the dump that we were worried about. But it looks like it's sort of stabilized here. Let's add a Bollinger onto this. This is on the daily. And I'm not as good at charting on this like weird like coin checkup thing, because I don't have any of my like usual templates and stuff, you know, that I'm kind of used to. So this is me like charting with my hands tied behind my back. Hi, new here. I don't have a background in trading stocks. I've been trading crypto for a little over 13 months now. So anybody who has like more experience than I do, or who has like sort of an official background in trading, you know, feel free to like jump in or correct me if I'm wrong about something or whatever. Do you have a background in trading stocks, Crimson Viper? We're looking at this thing called Republic Protocol, or REN, which is, yeah, it has been lucrative for me. So we were just looking at this thing, REN, because it dumped pretty hard, but we think that a fund was like unloading their position here, and then it sort of stabilized here, and I know I'm interested in picking up some. Trying to see if like you want a dark node. It's 100,000 REN. You bought Electronium back in December and it's worth almost nothing now. You know what, Crimson? I'm very sorry to hear that. I hate to say it, but like Electronium was actually like literally the first ICO I ever bought, and I actually made 20x on it. Just, you know, beginner's luck. I made 20x on it and sold it, and then when I sold it, I kind of knew like, oh wait, this was actually like a shitcoin. Like this is like a bad investment, but somehow I kind of lucked out and made 20x on it. You know what I mean? I hope you didn't put a lot into it, but like everybody, almost everybody like loses before they win in crypto. So just consider that your tuition. You're sort of like learning tuition, and like don't cry over spilled milk. What are some long-term coins you are holding? Something called FMF, which we'll talk about in a minute. Let's go back to BitBless's thing that we're looking at. Have you bought any yet, BitBless? And what are the benefits of holding a dark node? Because is it anything like a master node? Because I'm a little bit wary of master nodes, frankly. Like I feel like master nodes are basically like a Ponzi within a Ponzi. You know, like I feel like the ways in which like the ROI like decreases as, you know, as more people get into them. Like I don't know if any of them are worth the you know, the opportunity cost that you have in like having so much capital tied up Yeah, you stake REN and you get a portion of trading fees when they go live. So it's almost like holding BNB or something like that then, huh? I don't know. I mean, so are you like seriously considering doing it? Well, I trust you, you know, you're one of the people in crypto I trust the most. Oh, you only are 40 REN away? That's not very much. That's it's very close actually. And we're still very close to like the price that you bought at. Like I'm assuming you bought sort of somewhere down here on this wick. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I would think that this is still a good price. Like I said, like I'm a little bit like hands tied behind my back. Oh, you okay? Wow, you really like REN then. So you kind of like you made a profit on REN, and then now you're back in on this dip then, huh? Wow, you're just playing this for all it's worth. Yeah, BNB is a good coin. Have they already done their like coin burn, BitBless? I was telling somebody a few weeks ago that like, here we can look at that right now. Oops. Here, let's look at the chart and let's look up like when their coin burn is, because I would be hesitant to like hold all the way till their coin burn, because they have a history of like going down. Oh, they do it quarterly, so next one is in September. Okay. So yeah, it looks like they have, just as I predicted, it looks like they have sort of dropped off. I mean, I'm assuming their burn was somewhere around here, right? Okay, so this has a little bit further down to go. I would say, look at the 3-day. What's a coin burn? Is it good to hold, or how long have you been trading, Crimson Viper? Is it good to hold or sell right before a coin burn? So in this case, I would recommend to sell right before the coin burn. Yeah, essentially people start accumulating a few weeks before and the price pumps, then it dumps right after they burn, generally. You know, the rule in crypto is buy the rumor, sell the news. So in this case, the news would be the actual burning of the coin. And, you know, a coin burn means to, like, get rid of some of the supply, which means an increase in value. So the sort of, like, game theory on this would be people are, like, you know, accumulating a few weeks before the coin burn, anticipating an increase of price, but then everybody's trying to sort of like game the other market participants, and so they're sort of like, oh well, everybody's going to like dump like as soon as this coin burn thing happens, like, you know, meaning that's the like big news that everybody's anticipating. So everyone's trying to sort of like game each other to sort of be the first one to dump before the other, you know, their opponents in the market dump. So it's this like sort of race to be the first one to dump. And then a lot of times the dump will happen before the news even happens, because people are trying to like, you know, ride the wave up and then like dump before everyone else in the market dumps. And it's this really weird mind fuck. So like if you look here at the 3-day, you'll find that this happens again and again on this coin. So like I am not even looking at the calendar of these coin burns, but I would say that the coin burn happened here and here and here. Do you see what I'm talking about? And you know, BNB is something that's good to hold, you know, if you trade on Binance, because it, you know, it's good to use for fees. If you get referrals on your shill link, on your ref link, if you hold 500 BNB, then you get 40% in referral, you know, whatever they give you, instead of 20%. So like BNB is a great coin to hold, and you know, look, this is like incredible growth right here. Like, yeah, this is a very solid coin to hold. you were asking me earlier, you know, what are solid long-term holds? Um, so I would say Zilliqa in the midterm. We were looking at REN, the one that we were just looking at. I would say that's a good long-term hold. What else? I think PIVX is like a privacy coin that's undervalued right now. That's probably a good medium-term hold. What else? Oh, RChain, RHOC. That's a good medium to long-term. You know, I never recommend like long-term holds, but like, you know, these are like medium-term holds. Ethereum and Bitcoin would be the only like long-term holds that I would recommend. BitBless, do you have any others that you want to jump in on? What else? Maybe OMG, although this coin fair value site that I was looking at yesterday, like it says that OMG is overvalued. So I don't know. You know, maybe, you know, everybody seems to love OMG right now, but maybe it is overvalued. Oh, so we were gonna look at Ethereum. Let's see what's going on here. Was there another question that I missed? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody's question. Y'all, I feel like I look like I'm in like a Tennessee Williams play or something, that I'm so like sweaty and like overheated from this heat wave. Is this new system working with having the chat like on screen? Like, is it annoying, or you guys, you know, feel free to like put some tips in the tip box. Okay, so BitBless likes Bitcoin, Ethereum, REN, RChain. It's changing its ticker, huh? That's good because RHOC was not a good ticker, and ticker actually matters a lot. That's REV is actually much better. And oh, and FMF. So we'll tell you about FMF in just a second as we look at the ETH chart. Looks like we might have done a little swing low here on good old ETH. Oh, so it's going to change when the oh, okay. Maybe up the font size. Okay, let me do that. Let's see. Is that better? Does that like occlude the chart? I don't want to make it so you like can't see the chart at all. How about like maybe like that? Like that? I probably need to play with the opacity so that like it's not like, so you can like see the chat but you can't, but it's not like annoying. Because the reason why I decided to put it on screen is because I integrated my Periscope and my YouTube with Twitch, but then I realized that like my Twitch engagement was way down because people couldn't see like what the other chatters on like Twitch people couldn't see what Periscope people were saying and vice versa. Oh, keep it the same size box, but the font needs to be bigger. Also, I see some other streamers make messages from different people with different colors. It's hard to read. Okay. So it sounds like maybe that's something I need to like work on, like, okay, so you want the box to be the same size like this, but bigger font size. Okay, maybe I'll work on that like off, or actually, I actually probably need to work on it on screen because I don't think it'll let me work on it off stream. Let's look at ETH and FMF, and then I'll work on the font. So ETH, I actually think we might be going up here. Because look, we've got a MACD cross here. We're crossing up on the MACD. Stoch is bottoming and curling up here. This is the 3-day. So that's those are pretty powerful signals. Let's look at the bottom finder. It gave us a bottom at like 420. The Williams alligator sort of curling up. That's interesting. Yeah, I think we're you know, it might be temporary, but I think we get a little bit of up here on ETH. So I'll tell you guys about FMF, which is Formosa Financial, while I'm trying to fix this chat box in the stream. Formosa Financial is something that BitBless and I are both invested in. It's essentially a crypto bank based out of Taiwan, which is trying to become like a blockchain island for Asia. And Formosa Financial has the involvement and approval of Taiwanese politicians. It's going to provide treasury services to crypto exchanges, to you know, other crypto corporations and high net worth individuals, including like custodial services, fiat on-ramping, a large variety of treasury services, like you know, the kind of thing that any large, you know, secure bank would provide, like in a traditional banking capacity, except for, you know, for a crypto bank. It's aiming to be fully SEC compliant, although it's not like based in the United States or you know particularly subject to like United States laws. It's going to be listed on a major exchange very soon. Right now, it's available on IDEX, and we're very excited about it, frankly. Let's see, I'm trying to like see how I can make the font bigger. Let me ask this person. There's like a help person here that I can ask. Did I miss any details about FMF, BitBless? Oh, the person answered me. Let's see. No, unfortunately, you can enable hide message after from such and such, but not all broadcasters support this. Okay. Let's see. FMF is going to make us rich. I like that you, at first it was just about you, and then you remember to include me. Thanks, BitBless. Yeah, I have a feeling, BitBless, that FMF is going to be sort of the start of big things for us, frankly. BitBless, I think that a certain other person who I think you know who I'm referring to was kind of tuned out when you and I were sort of discussing like all of our like plans for the future. I think he was busy, like, I don't know, doing whatever he was doing. I just think he wasn't reading the Telegram chat. Custodial companies are the new meme, re-Coinbase. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know if you guys were aware, but Coinbase just came out with its own sort of like custody division, and it's just called sort of something like Coinbase Custody. And so my view on that is that, yes, that is like one thing, of many things that FMF is. Oh, it's called, yeah, it's not on CoinMarketCap yet. It's Formosa.financial. Bibless, do you want to put it in the chat? It's, offering custody services is going to be, yeah, it's sort of still a secret to the general public right now. It's, the amount of volume that is trading, it's not even officially listed yet. It's kind of still a secret. Like the team has hardly even announced it yet. So what I was saying is that custody is about to become like really big, meaning that like the days of like having to be anonymous in crypto are like quickly coming to an end, because very soon people are going to be able to like hold their crypto in banks like Formosa or like Coinbase, because they're going to be insured. They're going to like have the capability to offer custodial services to crypto holders. And so like, we're going to sort of remember these days of where like, everybody was anonymous and nobody even knew each other's names. It's sort of this like funny era, of where like people were so paranoid and people were like trading stories of people getting robbed and kidnapped and stuff, and it's just going to sort of be this like, this little like moment in time from the internet, that like it's just going to be a thing of the past very soon because of companies like Formosa. It's like a new era of money, honestly. We're basically inventing the new money, and we're inventing like this. Not me personally, but like the people who are building it, and those who are investing in it are creating the services and infrastructure to sort of like help this whole sort of system take shape around it. And become, more legitimate, more trusted by, institutional money, by pension funds and university endowments and all those kinds of people who have huge amounts of money who would love to invest in this asset class and haven't been able to up to this point, or who have been nervous to. And now, like, would be more than willing to once they have custodial services in place and other, like, more traditional treasury services. And something like Formosa Financial is going to allow them, it's basically just going to be like open arms to institutional money, which is why we are going to be rich. Which is why Bibless and I are sitting there on a Telegram group, just making these like huge plans for the future. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a few changes to this chat on this thing and see if I can fix this. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I'm like just changing this, so. Yeah, not financial advice, Crimson Viper, because right now, the amount of trading volume on IDEX is so small, like, it's just sort of like non-existent. But like, I feel confident it's going to make at least like 3 to 4x within 4 months, and that's like a lowball estimate. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a professional financial advisor. Don't sue me. You know, anything could happen. You know, that's not a guarantee, but that's just what that's like the lowball estimate of what I think it'll do. Very lowball. Okay, I'm gonna try this again, this chat thing. You guys like this royalty-free EDM? All right. Is that easier to see? Oh, blockcloud.io. I haven't even heard of that, BitBless. Is that like a new ICO? God, this heat wave has like done a number on me. I feel like I look truly terrible. BitBless, where is that? Where is blockcloud.io? Is that like in pre-sale stage or what? Yeah, $15 million market cap, fully diluted valuation, 80 million. Internet of Things coin. Is it in pre-sale? Oh, it's in private sale stage. Are you in it or like what's going on? Is it, does somebody have an allocation or what? That's not that thing that you know who had an allocation for, is it? Or, I don't even remember what that other allocation was. Oh, you would love some allocation. Okay, so that's not that other allocation that we were talking about. Got it. God, wouldn't it be great if I could, like, actually build this thing into, like, a real thing, and we could actually, like, use the stream to get allocations? Like, oh, wait, how did you get a bag? How did you get a bag if you would love an allocation? I don't understand. That's one of the reasons, oh, you still can't see the chat? Okay. That's one of the reasons why I, expanded this to my YouTube and to my Periscope is because, like, I got almost 500 replays on my Periscope last night. Could you believe that? I mean, I've never gotten that much engagement on my Twitch. So, it might be kind of obnoxious for me to just, like, spread my seed all across the internet like this, but, like, imagine if, like... Oh, Ontology? Yeah, I've traded in and out of Ontology a lot. Like, that thing's just a powerhouse, man. Like, yeah, not only is it still running, but, like, 500 replay views on one night, like, for a, you know... That's, like, that's good, right, BitBlast? Like, I just sort of feel like if like, we can get this, like, kind of up and running, I think that we could use this as, like, a crowbar to help get allocations. That's what I'm thinking. Let's look at the Ontology chart, Crimson Viper, because, You know, I haven't really seen Instagram TV. Do you think that's something do you think I should just like completely spam every feed I have? I feel like people are gonna start hating me, but like, if it means getting allocations, like, like does there come a point where like, we just sort of like throw all caution to the wind and just act like jerks to like get these allocations? Has it come to this? Like, am I that person now? I feel like I became that person like a long time ago, honestly. Let's be real. Who are we kidding? Like, I absolutely am that person. Wait, how did you get the block cloud bag, Bibless? Now I'm like, no. What did you do for this block cloud bag, Bibless? Is it something I'd be embarrassed of? Oh, tell me the truth. I see Data Dash stream simultaneously on Twitch, YouTube at the same time. Okay, see, so it's not just me doing this. All right, awesome. Well, see, and then that tells me that like if they're the most subscribed crypto YouTuber, and if they're doing that, then that tells me that like I'm onto something here. Because if I instantly got like almost 500 replays, like I'm not an idiot. Come on. Sure, I don't have a block. Well, I just asked a friend that had the allocation and gave me a small amount out of his personal. Oh, well, you've clearly done something to make friends in this space. I see how it is. What crypto YouTubers do we watch for tips and advice? Zero. I used to be friends with this one Twitch streamer, but we had a huge fight this week, so I wouldn't recommend watching his stream. We're not even gonna go into it because I don't think it would be good for me to keep talking about it. I reached out to the team for more allocation. Let's see if they reply to your email, lol. Okay. Because honestly, Bitless, that's what we're gonna have to do. I mean, we're gonna have to like, start actually like reaching out to teams and just like ask it. We're gonna have to start fronting, to be honest. TBQH. We're gonna have to just kind of like, for YouTube, I like Data Dash, Coin Mastery, Node Investor, Crypto Investor for general market sentiment. Jesus, when are you not watching YouTube? For the love of God. Like, what the fuck? Are you like spending all day watching fucking YouTube? Wait, I'm gonna try to adjust this chat thing again because this is clearly not up to speed. Are you on YouTube like all fucking day? The fuck is going on over here? Like, when did you leave the house? Yeah, I have it running in the background when I'm doing mundane things. Okay, so then it actually sounds like I was smart to push this thing to YouTube too then. Even though like, I mean, obviously like this thing isn't gonna be as like informative because it sounds like they're like making like little shows like today we're gonna be talking about like blockchain X or whatever. But yeah, so I started pushing this to YouTube this week, because my feeling is like if we can like make this like a thing, like if I can be like I don't know, let's call me Julie Bellina. We can start getting those like allocations, man, and if we could start like, like if we could like, make it seem like I have like, if we can start calling me an influencer, yeah, Juliana. Julina, right? Ian, Julina. If we can pretend like I'm the new Ian Bellina, we can get those sweet allocations, man, and then we're gonna be in the money, and then, yeah. And then not only will we be FMF investors, we're going to be FMF clients, man. They're going to be like reaching out to us to like hold our private keys. And that's when life's going to be sweet. No more watching YouTube for us. No need. All right. I'm gonna try to change this thing again. Sorry you guys are basically just watching me do tech support. It's not that easy to try to, like, fix this. So, like I said, a certain third person who will remain unnamed, I think missed, like, our entire conversation, like, while he was busy with his parents. So, he doesn't even know about, like, all the, like, plans we have in the works. Yeah, for sure. Need more views and bigger community. Will be able to give your community members inside info too. Well, I frankly have already been giving people insider info too. But yeah, like once we're getting allocations, then like people will for sure be getting inside info. Is there a way to get into ICOs? I can't get in any because I'm American. Well, I'm American too. And the way that I get into ICOs is through pools. Although I will say that pools have gotten a lot dicier lately, and Bibless, feel free to jump in on this. I did do an interview with our mutual friend. I did it about like a week or two ago, and I put it on my YouTube, which it should be here. I'll put it on my Twitter too, and on my Discord, which you can find my Twitter and my Discord if you go below my, onto my Twitch page, and they're linked below. Like after I finish streaming, I'll link the interview that I did with our friend who is sort of an ICO expert, and I would say that Bibless here too he's as much of an ICO expert as well. But I interviewed him as to the current state of the ICO market. So I'll link those in my, that interview in my, it's up on my YouTube page, but I'll link it so you can find it more easily on my Twitter and my Discord, and that will sort of help you understand sort of how to get into ICOs. But basically, like, if you're American, you have to do a pool. In my Discord, I have a list of pools that you can get into. But like I said, it's a little bit dicey because right now the pools are not going to be getting like the best allocations. Some of the pools might be scams. It's like you really have to be cautious. Like if you feel like you don't know what you're doing, you might want to just avoid the scene altogether, because right now it's not the best ICO market. So like during the bull run, you were almost guaranteed to like make a lot of money on ICOs, but right now you're not guaranteed to make a lot of money on ICOs. And so, considering that, considering the state of pools right now, considering you're probably going to get dumped on by VCs, like we feel pretty confident in ICOs because we've got some experience under our belts. But like if you're brand new to ICOs, I actually don't feel comfortable recommending that you just jump in having no experience in ICOs, because the market for ICOs is very dicey right now. I would say wait till the market sort of turns around for ICOs. Like maybe join the pools that I have listed in my Discord, but just wait till like, you sort of start to hear that like now the market's turned around, and then start to like get into ICOs through these pools. That's actually the advice that I would give. Bibless, do you disagree with what I just said? Okay, let's see if I change this enough. Okay, Bibless agrees. I know some friends who have purchased KYCs. Yeah, I'm actually in a Telegram group where, and maybe I should list that group in my Discord too. I'm not sure. I'll ask if I'm allowed to like list it. I'm in a Telegram group where the entire purpose of the group is to sell KYCs. That's wild, right? It's pretty crazy, but like I've never bought a KYC before, like, or like a whitelist as they call it. But they usually sell between like 0.2 to like 0.5 ETH, like, or more, like, depending on like how hot the ICO is, like how badly people want to get into it. But yeah, I mean that's available too. Like, you can try to get into like this group I'm in for just buying KYCs. Oh, there's a difference between buying the whitelist and buying the KYC. Do you want to elaborate on that, BitBless? KYC you can just use anytime in Photoshop what you need. Oh, BitBless, tell me more. I would love to buy a KYC, honestly. Hey, any SEC agents who are watching this, don't sue. Like, don't get me in trouble. But hey, BitBless, so your friends who have done this, like, can they hook me up? Like, what's going on over here? So how much did they spend to buy these KYCs? Like, who was the broker? Like, how trustworthy was the broker? And did they successfully use the KYC? Like, tell me more about this. Like, how much money are we in for? Because I would be very interested. Lol, yeah, basically you buy off the darknet. So, like, does the darknet have, like, a web address? Like, I've never bought anything off the darknet before, so, like, where would I go to buy something off the darknet? Like, could you walk me through this process? Forgive me if I sound like an internet noob, but, like, I've never, like, bought, like, I wasn't on, like, the Silk Road or anything. I've never bought, like, drugs or anything. It's not that much, between 0.2 and 0.5 ETH. I absolutely would spend half an ETH to buy KYC, honestly. Let's talk more. I see some people selling KYCs in that Telegram group you mentioned. Oh, really? Okay, well then should I just post like an ad, like, willing to buy a KYC, like, hit me up? You know, wanted your KYC? But, like, okay, here's my question. How do I know that it's, like, an unused KYC? Because the whitelist processes are getting more sophisticated, and a lot of times they check, they sort of, like, check against, like, known aliases, and they check to make sure that this sort of identity hasn't been used over and over again. And I would be afraid that, like, some idiot would sell me somebody's identity that's been, like, sold like 20 times or something, and then it would be on some kind of, like, blacklist at, like, Bitcoin Suisse or something. Do you know what I'm talking about? That, like, they've got, like, a list of, like, identities that have been, like, sold in, like, these dumbass Telegram groups. I would be really afraid that I would just be sold, like, somebody's, like, doxed materials or something. What do you think about that? Because, like, whose identities are they selling? Like, their servants or something? Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I don't think that's a big issue. So many ICOs. They sell their own IDs, but then how do they not use their IDs for the ICOs? Like, this whole thing is so scammy. Like, this entire... I mean, like, if I'm buying a KYC, then, like, I want to know that you're not using your ID that I bought, like, for the same... Darknet peeps aren't all doing ICOs, but I guess my thought is that, like, and maybe I'm too paranoid or something, but, like, my thought is that, like, if they know that, like, KYCs are valuable, then don't they know that, like, ICOs are valuable? Like, why aren't they getting in on these ICOs if they know to sell a KYC? Okay, tell me if this chat is better. And I like that you characterize them as, like, darknet peeps. Like, is this, like, a community of people, these darknet peeps? Like, what else are they into besides selling their identities? Can I sell my KYC? They aren't that valuable. There are over 1 billion people in India. Man. Like, how does word spread in a community, that, like, oh, you can make half an ETH, but just by selling your identity? My hair, this is the worst my hair has ever looked on stream. It's this fucking heat wave. And I actually took a shower today. Okay, is the chat better now? Chat looks the same. Oh my god. This is, like, gonna haunt me now. Wait, I'm gonna try one more thing. Is that annoying? Does that just like obscure the chart? Like maybe I could make it really big like that, but then like make it so like change the opacity so that it's not like annoying, like that you could still see the chart, but then like see the messages come up. Would that be super weird? Hmm. Which coins are you looking at invested in right now? There's got to be a solution to this chat thing. A bunch of crap coins and tokens. Crimson, how long have you been in crypto? Social Send, Redcoin, Verge, Electronium. Yeah, I would call those shitcoins, honestly. Okay, we need to help you get out of like the shitcoin realm and get you into some better coins, honestly. Colossus Coin XT. So what made you pick those coins? I'm just curious, and not criticizing at all, but just curious about like where your information sources are coming from. Yeah, Verge is not the worst. And actually, this like coin fair value thing that I've been looking at found that Verge was not was undervalued, which honestly surprised me because I was new and didn't know anything at all. All I listened to was the hype. Yeah, I mean everybody like almost everybody loses money when they first start in crypto. I know I certainly did. Um, don't listen to Altcoin Buzz YouTube channel. Lol, that's funny. First time seeing Social Center. Yeah, I haven't heard of those two either. There's a ton of coins that like I've never heard of. Um, Red coin was sort of a meme from last year. Extra bytes, never heard of. Substratum, that's kind of more on the decent side. Tron has like a ton of whales on it that are totally in control of its price. Um, Then Chain, that's more on the decent side. Ben is actually a very decent project. If you stick with us, like, we can sort of like help steer you in the right direction. If we can finally figure out this fucking chat thing. Like, don't think that my ability to fix a chat thing on screen indicates my ability to recommend coins. Well, if you've got like a ton of coins that you've lost track of, one thing I would recommend is to just focus on a few that you really like and that, you know, that you really believe in. And, you know, I know that it hurts to feel like, you know, you're like a long-term bag holder and like, you know, oh, well, you know, this coin has gone down and, you know, I'm just gonna like be holding this for forever. But like, it just sort of like splits your attention to feel like you have to like focus on like 30 charts at once. Like, that was me in my first like 3 to 6 months of trading. Like, it was like, you know, there's even memes about it. Like, you know, like when you first get into altcoins and it's like this, you know, this Boy Scout guy, like, you know, with like 1,000 badges on his vest. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're holding like every shitcoin you've ever heard of. Better to focus on just like a few things that you feel very confident about. And even if you've sort of like lost some on these, and you know, better to sort of like, you know, these things are like your soldiers, and better to like concentrate your forces and like start from where you are now, and you know, you learned a lot now, so now it's time to sort of like move forward and you know, and go into battle. Bibless, would you disagree? Neo, like, some people think the Neo meme is sort of over. Like, I know in terms of trading, let's look at the chart actually. I mean, it had a really big year last year. So Bibless likes Neo, okay. You know, it's sort of the like Chinese Ethereum, but like some people say, well, like, isn't the Chinese Ethereum just Ethereum? So Bibless doesn't own any. I don't own any. Looks like it's going up from here, dude. Neo is. I'd say if you're interested in it, like, I mean, this isn't like a home run to me, but like, if you're interested in it, like, this isn't a bad place to buy. I don't think so. Neo gives you gas if you hold Neo. That's true. They came out with some announcement about decentralizing the network in 2019. Okay. What do you guys think about the way the chat looks now? I'm gonna end the stream here, I think, but like, just, is this crazy the way this looks, or like, is this good? Does it make the chart hard to read? I feel like all of this stuff, that the way I've changed all this is like just completely fucking up like the chart. Because only 7 nodes exist for consensus right now. That was the main FUD, how it was so centralized. Okay. Like, now that my face is up in this corner, I feel like you can't see the chart very well. I've heard a lot about, oh, Kyber? I don't know about Kyber. I had a friend who was in Kyber, and he dumped Kyber. I think you may need to find another overlay. What do you mean by overlay? Like, for the chat? For the chat, do you mean? Or like... Like, I had a friend who was invested big in Kyber, and he dumped. Like, he sort of rode, like, he was, like, market making it for a while, and then he dumped it. Oh, thanks, Bibless. I appreciate it. Because the reason why I moved my face into this top corner was because when you're watching it on Periscope, the Periscope comments are down here on the bottom left. And so then, like, you've got, like, the Periscope comments, like, over my face, and it's, like, hard to kind of, like, watch. The problem is, like, with the way charts are laid out, it actually makes more sense to have my face down in the bottom left, you know, so it's like, I don't know what to do. Maybe I should just have the comments up on top of my face. Like, maybe that does make more sense. Okay, check this guy's chat on his VODs. It is so hot here. I'm just like sitting here sweating. I feel like I'm in like New Orleans or something. Oh, it was? So man, our friend of the stream, Raw over here, he just leaves his stream open to like to his BitMEX while he's sleeping. Can you believe that? That is wild. Well, see, the problem is, yeah, like, he definitely has it better. Like, I mean, I see what you're saying, that like I need it to sort of look like more compact. The problem, BitBless, is that you know, I'm using this service that that integrates the chat from Periscope, from YouTube, and from Twitch all into like one chat app, and so they're not giving me a ton of options for how it can look. Does that make sense? So like, yeah, I want it to look better than it does, but it just doesn't. And so that's the entire reason why I want to put the chat on stream, is because last night was the first night that I had the stream pushed to Twitch, to YouTube, and to Periscope all at once. But I noticed that my Twitch engagement like went way down because I was talking more to Periscope people than I was talking to Twitch people. Well, the problem is that like I was like answering Periscope questions, but I noticed that like the Twitch people just sort of stopped talking to me because they were like, oh, I don't know what these other people are saying that she's talking to, because I think that there's something about how like people in chat like to be able to talk to each other, you know what I mean? So I decided I needed to be able to like put it on screen so that everybody can see what everybody is saying. So it's not like this fractured community. I want like everybody to be able to see what everybody is saying. I feel like I'm not making any sense. But I'm trying to like think through this and make this like work, so that I can push it to all 3 platforms, but not have it look like a fucking mess, which obviously looks like a mess right now. But I don't know how to make this like integrate in a way that doesn't look crazy, because I know this is not working. Yeah, I know this sucks. Okay, so let's just take this off for now, because this is garbage. Let's just take this off. Is that better? Is everybody happier now? It was nice to meet you, Crimson. I hope you come back, because I feel like if you come back, like, I think we can, like, sort of, like, help you. And that's not like condescending in any way. Like we just have more experience, I think, than you do. So I think that like if you sort of hang out in our little community, we can sort of like, you know, bring you into the fold. Yeah. Yeah, hit that follow button, join my Discord or my Twitter, and I'll put that interview with my friend, you know, so you can hear him talk about the ICO, the state of ICOs too. Yeah, I need to move this video capture down to where it used to be too, because this is crazy. Like this doesn't make any sense. Or wait, maybe it could go over here. Does that make more sense? But see, now it doesn't. You know, you can't see what I'm showing on the. See, that doesn't make any sense either. Bipless, this is crazy. This is just crazy. What am I doing over here? This is the only place that makes sense, really. Yeah, bottom. Well, see, but there, I told you why I moved it was because if somebody's watching this on Periscope, that's where they put the Periscope comments. So like, you know, somebody watching this on the Periscope app is like seeing like the comments like covering my face essentially. So like it's just what a mess. But like it doesn't make sense for my face to go anywhere but there, because like over here it's covering the price action, down here it's covering the indicators, like up here it's covering the like, you know, it just doesn't make any sense, honestly. But we can't say we didn't try. Like we tried hard here. I mean, we really tried hard here. So, okay, so let's cut the stream short. Bipless, thank you so much for helping me out on stream tonight. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. And keep doing whatever you're doing on the internet to get those allocations. I think it's something kind of shady, but I honestly don't want to ask because your business is your business, honestly. You're in Trump land right now? Dude, what are you doing in Florida, man? That's actually where my dad lives. Did you know that? What are you doing there? Florida is like the drain of America. I mean, it's a bad scene over there, dude. You're getting allocation down there? I don't want to hear what you're doing in those seedy motels, Bipless, to get our allocations. Don't even want to know, honestly. You keep that to yourself. Do not embarrass me, okay? Just do not embarrass me. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Bipless. And I'll see you tomorrow. And good night. Bye.